2. In between the spine and the shoulder blade bone, and up again. Feel a couple of clicks on the left side, so that's good. It's getting rid of that tension there. Really nice to roll your hands, rolling that tricep forwards. Opening the breastbone has this lovely freedom action to give me the full weight of her arm and shoulder. This is really difficult to do as a receiver, but managing it really well. And drop one more time. Ah, lovely. And now coming up to the neck. Forwards over the side of the neck. Really lovely. This is an area that can be full of tension and therefore pain or soreness when being touched. And then the whole hand coming forwards at that base of the hand, coming forwards. In the rubbing action under that bone line, you feel there's a sort of ridge there. It feels really nice to have this massaging all of that pain away. Really good to just take a few breaths here. I can feel the tension going. Just bouncing that shoulder down while supporting the head. Now working on the scalp massage, bringing the hands to the top of the head, tuning into the energy, what's going on inside this lovely person, and how can you help. And then a lovely smoothing technique using the whole hand while supporting the head with the other hand. So smoothing in a wave-like motion from the front to the back of the whole scalp, even over the parting, changing hands and then coming back. That's it, over the whole scalp. And then using fingers in the same pattern. So using the ends of fingers, maybe slightly more into the finger pads if you feel necessary. Over from the front to the back. Yeah, sometimes an area will need the ends of the fingers, more the finger points. Sometimes an area will need the finger pads. So use your intuition as to what is required. Especially nice over the ear area, the temporal bone, and all the soft fascia above that. There are a lot of lymph nodes in the skull around this area, around the ear, neck and throat area. And so you're clearing the lymph nodes, you're helping them be activated, stimulated, so they can do their job better and help you have a strong immune system. Fantastic. And now I'm going to use a combing technique using the very ends and the nail of my fingers in a backward motion, working through the hair one section at a time, sometimes rolling over the hair, sometimes rolling through it. Especially nice down the side, behind the ear, picking up, scooping the hair backwards. Lovely. Combing, just gently moving the hair out of the way. This has a real soporific effect on the body, the mind. Really relaxing. Lovely. The hair's looking wonderful. And now some plucking. So, just with 2 fingers, in a random, unpredictable manner, picking up small pieces of hair very close to the scalp. In fact, so close that sometimes you're just gently brushing against the scalp as well as picking up the hair. And the wonderful thing about this is, again, so unpredictable as to where the therapist is going to put their hands, their fingers next, that all the body can do is relax. And the hairline, particularly nice. Over the ears again, behind the ears, back of the head. Lovely. Come back to that smoothing action. Smoothing, smoothing back. Lovely. Smoothing. And now a very light touch coming from the front to the back, hardly touching at all. And this is very nice, whether you have a lot of hair, or very thin hair, or no hair at all. It has a beautiful sensation of minimal touch, very light touch. Now I'm going to come to the side of the head with 3 fingers and just hold quite firmly. I'm supporting the head on the other side and release. And then the next section about an inch further back, and the next one just behind the ear on that bone, the temporal bone. Repeating the exercise on the other side. And then holding the whole head, just supporting supporting on one side and holding with the other hand and bringing, if you like, you're trying to move the soft fascia over the bone, even if it's a millimetre, you're just trying to move it upwards. And same the other side, just trying to move that fascia over the bone. And I notice when I'm giving Indian head massages that those people that have quite a stressful life I find that the fascia doesn't move very easily, but an Indian head massage does manage to bring such relaxation and relief and tension release to those people. And the harder our lives seem, the tighter this area seems to be in people. So that's lovely. It's moving nicely at the back. And now I'm just moving on that frontal bone of the forehead and the very top of the forehead and the top of the head. Lovely. This feels so good. Finishing off the scalp with some smoothing action again. Just reassuring, stabilizing, providing security, reassurance and love. So now coming round to the face, the beautiful face, and I'm just holding the chin with both hands symmetrically, spreading my hands and my arms wider, very gently in contact with the jawline. And then the cheeks, and I'm bringing my upper body forward so that the head is very gently leaning against my body, and then it has a sense of being held, so it won't be pushed too far backwards. And then the forehead, widening my hands, releasing that tension in the frontal bone that can cause headaches and migraines, letting it go, letting it go. And coming round to the chin, very gently with my thumb pads, working in a line away from the center point. So I'm gently bringing my index finger underneath and my thumb over, gently squeezing between them along the jawline. And then the finger stretching away, tracing that same jawline to rid any tension that's been agitated. Now working with 3 fingers each side of the nose, working in one movement outwards, pressing with the finger pads outwards towards the temporal bone. That was a really big bee. And now working with 3 fingers again, from the center line away along the forehead, using the pads of my fingers into the hair, and repeating the action from the center, coming out. And once more. Very gently clearing that line. And now along the brow line, 1 finger below the eyebrow and 1 above, and between them just working into a tiny little line massage, working between the fingers very gently from the center outwards. And now back to the smoothing outwards, over the cheeks, and over the forehead. I can't leave out the ears, working a little bit into the ears, the earlobes, into the cartilage and the front of the ear, and the skin around the ears, the back of the ears underneath, and then a whole ear massage. So nice to relieve any tension in and around the ears. Okay. Now working with the chakras, is tuning into the energy at the heart center. Tuning into the green or the pink energy emanating from the heart center, Anahata chakra. I'm feeling a lot of love, a lot of healing, a real warmth. Beautiful. Now raising my hand just in front of the throat for the Vishuddhi chakra, the throat chakra. Feeling the blue energy, like a waterfall of blue, bubbling liquid, clearing and cleansing. Freedom of expression and the breath. Feeling that sense of wrapping a blue scarf around your throat. Coming up to the third eye chakra, just in front of the forehead. Gorgeous purple light. Deeply spiritual. Deeply spiritual. Deeply connected and intuitive. Connected with all of nature as one. Beautiful. Now coming up above the head for the crown chakra. White light powering from above down through the crown of the head, through the body, cleansing, protecting, surrounding the whole body, feeling that all is well, all is as it should be. And now coming back down to the shoulders, just gently squeezing into the shoulders, very gently bringing myself back round as well. That was quite a deep treatment. And then in order just to bring the body back into these beautiful woodlands again, coming back to that smoothing massage of the C shape around each shoulder blade. Very gently. And then just a squeeze along the shoulder line. And a release. Okay, so how do you feel?
Yeah, great. That was amazing.
Yeah? You look a bit dreamy.
Yeah, I'm half asleep.
So I've really enjoyed doing that for you in this beautiful setting, and it meant that we could listen to the birds and watch. Well, I could watch. You probably had your eyes closed, but I could watch the breeze through the woodland and try and identify all those different birds. You know your birds, don't you? So yeah. So thank you very much for joining us, and it's been lovely to have you watch along. Okay. Bye, guys. Flash cupping at first. This is where